the downfall of this simple kingdom known as America, aka Babylon in the scriptures. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Lord and to His Son, the Messiah, in the proper Hebrew names. Call, Eliam, La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Hudash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Double honor to our elders as well, a hard one by Yasharallah down here in the Lions Den camp. And it's to sit the water to the Akim, the Aquatim, and the Bunyim, the brothers, the sisters, and the children who are pushing the truth. They believe it with sincerity. Shalom. Go in with the lesson.
All right, we got a lot of things going on right now. You see what's going on between Israel and Iran. And with everything that's going on in the earth, America is somewhat involved on the common denominator to it. But what you're going to see happening is the more these prophecies come to pass, the more of the separation that the world is and that the elect are going to be separated from the world. It's going to be like, you're going to be able to see the difference like night and day. All right, so you got people moving around all fast, buying toilet paper because of the strikes in the port. That's people moving in haste because they don't have any faith. All right, but it says knowledge of wisdom shall be the stability of that time and strength of salvation. All right, so the ones that wandered out of the congregation out of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. There's nothing they're going to be able to do to get out of it. The Lord joined them unto the world, so they're going to be joined unto this plague that the Lord is sending on the earth also. All right, somebody bring it out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and verse 16. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Right, shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. So with that being said, meaning they don't have that connection, they don't have that Holy Spirit, they don't have no liveliness in them. So guess what? They're moving and operating carnally. Like you got the Jehovah's Witnesses out here with their little pamphlets and stuff set up all around the park. But what are they doing? They're spreading more folly. That's the congregation of the dead right there, being led by these people right here on this side, who is being set up by these individuals, right? So these are the dead men walking, and these are the cronies that they use to lead the people into darkness. Go ahead, Saquon.
The separation.
Huh.
Matthew 4:16. The people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up.
Right.
So that separation. Those are sitting in dark and those are sitting in the light.
Right. So we're in the land of the valley of the shadow of death, being in America, but the light is gonna be housed by the elect, and it's gonna be sent out by the elect, right? But only the children of promise are gonna be able to understand. Only the elect can understand, right? Somebody get 2 Peter 2:9.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished.
Right, so right behind that, get Romans 11:7, because the Lord is keeping them in that darkness all the way to the end, man. And that's going to be their condemnation after that. Before that Romans 11:7, let's get that John 3:19.
This is John chapter 3 and verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Right, so the Lord is going to push them more towards what their liking is. Everything cleaves unto its kind. So the children of the darkness are going to cleave unto themselves, and the children of the light are going to cleave unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and cleave together.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:3. I'm going to skip to 5, actually 6. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision in the proverb of reproach. How was he accounted? We accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
Right, so that's how they think about us when we come out here and teach. While they out there chasing the bag trying to get money, and we're out here trying to store up our riches in heaven, they looked at us as we're nothing. All right?
They dancing in the darkness, we dancing in the light.
Right.
How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and to err, to miss the mark, to err means to be wicked. They erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness, that light, they were sitting in darkness, but now some have saw great light. And the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the Son of righteousness rose not upon us.
Right, so they're sitting in the darkness, and the Lord's going to keep them in that darkness all the way to the end. All right, somebody get Isaiah 5 and 20. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, get Romans 11 and 7 real quick.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel hath not attained that which he seeketh for.
Look, 'cause look, they seeking for something. They seeking for a rapture or some of whatever they think they believe. All right, so they're seeking for stuff, and they're trying to show everybody else what they're seeking for, but what they're seeking for is lies. That's what they're being taught. That's what they've been moved off of, lies. So they're the congregation of the dead. And you can see the clear separation. Like, it even looks different. Look how they set up and look how we set up. We set up like how the Lord was set up. They set up with pamphlets and brochures. all that literature and paperwork. That's how Esau trapped us up.
And they don't cast the line as well. They just stand there and wait for people to be interested. You gotta sometimes. They don't cast the line. They just stand there waiting for people to come to them rather than calling out. What's the scripture?
The kingdom of heaven is like a man that casts his net into a sea.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And they're not doing any casting. They want the fish to jump out the water on the land.
They trap you in that snare, basically. That paperwork and literature, like the bishop was saying. You know, that net being that snare that they throw out there. You see what I'm saying? And they also.
I think I got my two. Oh, it's on Olympic voice. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I got two, but somebody chime in is cool. 2 Timothy 3 and 5. Having a form of godliness. So, you know, so a lot of people have their own spiritual walk. They call themselves spiritual, religious, and all that. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. I'm going to skip to 7. Ever learning, they're always learning something, but never able to come into the knowledge of the truth.
Right, because it was blocked off from them. The Lord wouldn't allow them to come in. All right? The Lord wouldn't allow them to come in. Go ahead.
Matthew 6, so they ever learning, so they're increasing. If they're already in darkness and they're learning darkness, they're going to increase in darkness. Those that are in the light, that little bit of light, they're going to increase in light. All right? Matthew 6 and 23. 22. The light of the body is the eye. Y'all funny, man. I hear y'all down there, man. The light of the body, yep, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, see, thy whole body shall be full of light.
I mean, eye being focused on one thing, and that focus on one thing is Yahweh Shai, man. So if you're a busybody dealing with this, dealing with that, dealing with the other, all right, then your eye is not going to be single. You're going to be focused. You're going to be filled with darkness. Go ahead.
But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?
It's great. So then they're not able to see what's going on right in front of them. See the prophecies unfolding, see shit happening all everywhere, but they still can't grasp that it's the movement of Yahweh Shai unto salvation and judgment unto the wicked. Somebody got that Isaiah 5 and 20.
Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
And that's what they're doing with these pamphlets. They're putting darkness for light. Right? Somebody get Isaiah 8 and 20.
Run first.
Huh?
I said it's gonna run first.
I'm with it. All right. Isaiah 8 and 20.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 8 verse 20. And it says, to the Lord, to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right. No, let's think about it, because there is no light within them. I mean, they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shai in them, man. They don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shai. That's why they can't speak according to this doctrine, because he didn't bless them with the spirit. So I'm going to get John chapter 3, verse 19.
This is John chapter 3 and verse 19.
This Proverbs chapter 13 verse 9. It says, the light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out.
Right, the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. So if you're cleaved onto this darkness, which is put out by Esau, right? When their light is pulled out, you're gonna realize. See, the thing about it is, they're in darkness, but they don't have the realization that they're in utter darkness. So once they realize they're in darkness, that's when. Matter of fact, let's do that. hold up real quick. Somebody get Daniel 12 and 10.
Quick precept.
Real quick. Daniel 12 and 10 real quick.
In the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 10, it says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
Right, the wise shall understand. Right, because what? They have that light. Now jump up to verse 1.
Verse 1, and it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
So the children of the light are waiting for that time. Right? We won. But the children of the darkness are not. They're staying and being engulfed in darkness. Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. At that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
And we're approaching that time right now.
Yeah, how is he numbered among the saints?
How is he numbered among the saints? That's what they're gonna be saying. Like, how in the, because they really feel like what we're teaching is foolishness. They say that we teach hate. They say that we teach false doctrine. They say we teach division, and well, we do teach division, dividing the children of Israel from separating them from this world like the Lord intended to do. But right now, it's only going to be a separation of the elect that's going to be brought into Him. Keep going.
Verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake.
Right. So at one point in time, we were all in darkness. Right? Go ahead.
Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
So those that were given unto Yahushua are going to wake up to everlasting life. And the ones that weren't are going to wake up to shame and everlasting contempt. Meaning at one moment, they're going to realize that they were the wicked on the earth, and they're going to realize the darkness that they've been in the whole time. Saquon.
Proverbs 25 and 4. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel up for the refiner.
See, that's the elect being separated, man.
Yep.
Take away the dross from the silver. So now you take away the dross, the bad
Impurities.
The impurities. Right now you can refine the gold. That's how he's refining the elect.
Silver, yep. Psalms 119 and 119. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore I love thy testimonies.
Boom, and we love it, and therefore because we love the testimony of Yahweh Shemel Shai, we come out and give the testimony of Yahweh Shemel Shai. See how the Lord pulled a funk fake on them? They ran. As soon as they ran, the rain stopped. God like Yahweh Shemel Shai. Go ahead, Arakan.
This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, but the multiplying brood of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation. For though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not fast, they shall be shaken with the wind, and through the force of winds they shall be rooted out. Hey, so Khan, man, hey, the wicked's not gonna tarry long, man. The wicked is gonna be rooted out, man. Though they be here for a moment, they're not gonna suffice in that time of trouble, man. Why? Because they're not doing the works of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He's gonna try their works by the wind, and if their works don't make it through that wind, meaning destruction, all right, that's not the works of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because the works of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the foundation of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is still gonna be standing, man.
All right, on the wall.
All right, this is Proverbs 13 and 9. It says, the light of the righteous rejoicing, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out.
And see that lamp that they have is America, man. That's the air of the Chaldees. That's that beacon of light that's shining, being set up by NATO and the European Union to be that light, be that focal point. But all it's doing is spreading darkness and confusion. That's why it's called Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots. There's nothing but confusion and darkness in this place, right? And the Lord came to ignite the little bit of speckles of light in the valley of the shadow of death. Somebody get that John 3 and 19. Precept.
That's a little quick though.
All right, go ahead.
You don't have to get too deep into the topic.
Okay.
Matthew 25 and 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps. Remember, you got 2 different types of lamps.
Right.
And went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. So the other half going to be wise, and there's going to be a portion that's foolish.
Right. Then some shall wake up to everlasting life, and some shall wake up to everlasting shame and contempt.
Yep. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. They were in darkness.
Right.
And at midnight, this is midnight, there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. That started with Abba Bivens.
Right.
Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamp. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
Now they realize they're in darkness. But it's too late at that time. Go get it from the people, from them, from that cell. Go get it from them. So that's where you've been getting it from, right? But there's no light in them. So the Lord came to condemn the darkness, but uplift the light. Somebody got it on John
3:19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and man loved darkness rather than light,
Right.
because
Go ahead.
their deeds were evil.
And so in order to come to the light, you have to reprove yourself, man. You have to have a different mindset. You have to start walking in a different direction and not walking according to the course of this world. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither it cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
That's why all that prosperity doctrine that they teach in them churches, right? All that'll be destroyed and done away with if they come into the light. But they don't want to reprove their deeds. They want to be able to so-called worship God and go according to the course of this world at the same time. But it's not going to work like that.
Romans 12:9, let love be without dissimulation. And also love goes into keeping the laws to the best of your ability as well. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil.
And that's the separation from the elect and the 2/3 of our people. Because they love this world, so they hated the light. All right? So, and then how else do we show love? Through charity. All right? So we let the light shine in the whole house so everybody can see. All right? Those that are chosen to be able to see. Go ahead.
Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good.
And that's the separation.
That's right.
Cleave to that which is good. And the only thing good is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So that's who the elect are drawn to. Everybody else is drawn to the world. Somebody get real quick, get Ecclesiastes 3:11.
Yeah, eventually it's going to be a what? They're going to join that Satanism to them. And not only that, through their religion, it's going to lead them to become part of this digital system. They're going to cleave under that. Become a part of it. And damn androids and shit.
Yeah.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he hath set the word in their heart, so that no man can find out the works that God maketh from the beginning to the end.
So they can't even see it. They're so engulfed in darkness, they can't even see the works being done by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But the children of the light see it. As it was given unto us, we give it unto those that are desiring or have that listening ear to the sheep that hear the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, let's get Sirach 33 and 14. We're gonna go back to that Romans 11 and 7.
So 23.
Yeah, 33 and 14, Sirach.
This is Sirach chapter 33, verse 14. It says, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner.
Hey, can you go up a little bit, like maybe the 10, like all men are from the ground?
Come on.
Yeah.
All right. This is Sirach chapter 14, 30. Damn, it's like this is Sirach chapter 33, verse 10. It says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
So we all came from the ground. We all came from Adam, right? But you know, he created division from the get-go. The children of the darkness and the children of light. You got three types of men. You got children of the righteous, children of the wicked, and children of men. Children of the righteous is Israel. Children of the wicked is Esau. The children of men are these other nations, right? Well, even within that, he separated the children of Israel from the children of men and the children of the wicked, and also 2/3 of Israel is going to be separated from the elect of Israel. So it was set like that from the beginning, all right? the potter who has power over the clay to fashion it to see what seeth him best. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 17. For the division in the for the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion.
Right, Israel is the Lord's portion that he chose unto himself. All right, and then at this point in time, he's not choosing, it's not all of Israel, it's only the Israel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the elect. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11 of Sirach.
That portion. So, he said what? Over all the people, he said a rule over them. But Israel is the Lord's portion. That portion being like a third. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts of that portion shall be cut off and die,
Right.
and the third shall be left therein.
Right, third right, we left therein and pulled through the fire. Right, first we go through the fire of adversity and affliction, and then we're gonna be pulled through the fire like we're gonna scarcely make it in those chariots when this nuclear destruction comes, man. Right.
John 8 and 12. Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
And that's the spirit of Yahweh by Shimon Shai to have that light of life.
To be written in the Lamb's book of life.
Correct.
We gotta get that power too.
All right, let's get back to that, John. Oh no. Yeah, Sirach.
This is Sirach chapter 33, back at verse 11. It says, in much knowledge, the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself.
Right. And that's what he's doing right now. You're witnessing. He says some that he put the world in their hearts so they can't know. Right? Go ahead.
No, you good. Psalm 91. All right. He said some he has set near himself. So to be near him means to be in the altar, to be in his presence. All right. So Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And his shadow is light. Under his covering, being in his presence. All right. That's the secret place.
All right.
I got it.
It says, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places.
Right, so they won't be able to go to that secret place. They won't be able to go to that secret place. That secret place is restricted from them. That's why when Amos 9:8 it says he's gonna close up the breaches thereof, seal up the way. All right, so they won't be able to get to that secret place. Go ahead.
Verse 13, Ecclesiastes chapter 33.
So the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to know that they're the Israelites of the Holy Bible. Father's name is Yahweh, Son's name is Yahushua. America's about to be destroyed.
That's right. That secret place is within the temple.
Correct.
And those that can't get through the breaches, the Lord will close up the breaches. They're gonna be outside the temple.
Outside the temple. So
2/3.
Shit. No, we ain't got to go there.
They're gonna miss the door before it closes, the door
Right.
of grace. And they're gonna be outside the temple.
Just like how it was on the ark. Right? And when it said, and we use this book to measure, well, we use the word of Yahweh by Shimon Shai to measure the temple.
Outdoors. It sure say outdoors.
That's spirit, man.
Right, man. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, what our people always like to say, I'm outside. You sure are. Go ahead.
This is Job.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
It's Job 18 and 6. It says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candles shall be put out with him. So those who's not wanting to be in that secret place, you know, in that tabernacle of safety, those who want to be outside, it's gonna be in the dark. You know, with no safety, with no covering.
Right, because those that want to be try to be covered under the light of America, all right, under the shadows of Egypt, are going to realize at some point that they're in darkness. All right, the Lord didn't give them opportunity to prove themselves and walk into the light. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 33, verse 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure, at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made.
Right.
To
if they out here wicked and can't get the light, that's because the Lord made them like that. That's why Esau he is. That's why 2/3 of our people are influenced by Esau, because the Lord left them stuck in all their ways. Go ahead.
Hey, and if I may add on too, like that's the scripture say, if a prophet be deceived, it is I that have deceived that prophet too, man. So you got that prophet that he has a congregation of people that listen to him too as well, man. So with that being said, scripture also say if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. So that's the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah setting that up, man. Hey, life and death is in the power of his hands, man. Knowledge and wisdom is too, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many.
And they're deceived in their own darkness, man. The children of the darkness are always going to be deceived. There's going to be some way, shape, or form that they can be led and kept into that darkness, because that's where the Lord wants them. He's going to lead them there to melt. And the moment that they realize that they're consumed in the darkness, it's going to be too late. There's not going to be a way out for them. The Lord's going to lead them there. All right.
Back at 13, it says, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
That's why the Lord said, I have made your foreheads hard against their foreheads, man. Right? Just like their head is hardened to do wickedness, our head is hardened to do righteousness. Meaning, and there's nothing that they can do to move us onto their side, vice versa. Because the Lord fashioned it the way it fashioned the table up the way He wants it.
Hey, speaking of fashion, dude that just walked by, he had a cross on his earring or whatever that was, and on his arm it said loser. I'm just saying. Lord fashion him how he wants.
Yeah, that's how they want. And He gonna have them hold on to that mindset all the way to the end, loser. All right. So let's get back to that Romans 11:7.
Romans 11:7.
The book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 7, it says, what then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded.
And that blinded is gonna be part of that separation. Because if they were able to see, they would cleave on to what they can see, but they can't see it. Because the Lord has blinded them. Go ahead.
Verse 8, according as it is written, Yahweh have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, ears that they should not hear unto this day.
Hold that right there. Somebody get Isaiah 6:10.
6 and 10.
Isaiah 6 and 10.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 10. All right, and it reads, it says, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed.
Right. He said, lest they see that's why the Lord said, let their hearts of the people be read it again.
It says, make the heart of this people fat,
Right.
and make their ears heavy.
Right. Their ears are heavy, meaning they can't hear. They make their hearts fat, meaning put the whole world in their mind. That's all they want to think about is what goes on in the world. All right? The fatness and the richness of the earth. They're not concerned with the kingdom. All right? Because they don't have that mindset to hold on to that. Go ahead.
And shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be
The
healed.
Lord doesn't want them to understand, so He's going to keep them blinded all the way to the end. Back to that Romans 11.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 9, and it says, and David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block.
Read that 8 again.
Verse 8, according as it is written, Yahweh have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day.
That's why they can't grasp what we're teaching. That's why it's nonsense to them. That's why they call it evil. It says, woe unto them that call good evil and evil good. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
Right, bow down their back always, meaning they're going to still be sitting at those tables all the way to the end. And the Lord destroys those tables. Go ahead.
This is Matthew 13 and 14. It says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. So the prophecy of Isaiah was fulfilled in our people, just to back up the point. Well, our people, they hear the word, they see the men of the Lord, yet they don't hear the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They don't get the understanding of it. They don't grasp it.
That's how you know you got to deal with the New and the Old Testament, because that's going into Isaiah chapter 6 right there, what we were just reading. You know? All right. Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, in him was life, and the life was the light of men.
But that's talking about Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
The darkness can't comprehend because why? They can't understand the light. It's foreign to them. The only thing they understand is darkness. And the Lord's going to keep them in that darkness all the way to the end. Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, starting at verse 21. It says, such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls.
Right. So they're not going to be able to understand the way of life, man, because it was hidden from them. But those mysteries and those secrets were revealed unto the elect. What we done in our Romans? We go all the way to 10. All right. Somebody get Matthew 25 and 31.
This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Keep going. Verse 31.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the book of Matthew 24.
25 and 31.
This is the book of Matthew 20. Yeah, that was it.
25, 31.
That was it?
Yeah.
25,
Oh.
I thought you said 24.
All right, keep going.
It's Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Keep going.
And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as the shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
Now that's the physical manifestation of what we see happening spiritually right now, with the separation of the elect and of the elect of Israel being separated from these other nations, man. All right, so the Lord's doing it spiritually now through doctrine, and he's going to physically do it when he comes to bring judgment on this place. All right, so somebody get Romans 6 and 6.
Romans 6 and 6.
All the way to 12.
This is Romans chapter 6, verse 6. It says, knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him.
Right, so we're no longer in darkness. All right, go ahead.
That the body of sin might be destroyed.
And that's what they're being led by. They're being led by the flesh. That's what's going to keep them in darkness. His flesh is called the chains of darkness. Go ahead.
It says that henceforth we should not serve. It says we should not serve sin.
From henceforth we should not serve sin. Hold that thought right there. So now we've been brought into the light by Yahweh Shai. But those that are serving according to the flesh, they're going to stay in that. Somebody get John 8 and 44. And Isaiah 28 and 15.
This is John chapter 8, verse 34. 44, Slakia. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
What is the devil? He's the ultimate transgressor. All right, the king of sin. So of course he's going to go according to the lust of the flesh. So anybody that falls behind him are going to go according to that same course, and it's going to lead them to that same destruction that's set up for them. All right, that was it. Somebody get Isaiah 28 and 15 real quick.
Precept.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because he has said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement.
Right, so you're at agreement with the devil, and that's all he brings to is death and hell. So that's going to be your reward for making that covenant with the for being of your father, having Esau be your authority. That's going to be your reward for that. Go ahead.
And with hell are we at agreement, and when the overflowing scourge shall pass thorough, it shall not come unto us.
And that's what they think. They think when all this judgment comes, it's not going to come to them. All right? What does it say in Amos 9:8 said the evil shall not prevent or overtake us? That's literally their mindset. They really feel like they're in good case.
Hey, it's so much as when they see all the atrocities happening on around the world, like with Iran and Israel, they think, wow, that's a travesty. Never happened here in America, though. That's it.
But it's coming. It's coming.
2/3 of our people are at ease right now in this place, man. They're not paying attention to what's going on, man. Hey, the signs is there in their face, and they're still not taking regard. They're still not taking regard or considering the Lord's ways, man.
Because they're blinded. They're not going to be able to. You know, you got to precept.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. So who is that him that they're referring to? The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So those that fall after the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and putting their trust in him is going to understand the truth. But 2/3 of our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, they're not going to do that. So by them not doing that, they're going to fall after every way except for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's way, man.
Yeah, that's why the elder brought out earlier, ever learning, but and destitute of getting the truth. They're not going to be able to get it. They're going to learn everything and not be able to understand the truth. Go ahead.
Psalms 82 and 4. Deliver the poor and needy. All right, the poor and needy represent the Israelites. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. See, we got to recover from the hand of the wicked, which is Esau. All right, all their lies and everything they did. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course, man. So if our people get caught up in that and they're blind and they're like wild grapes, they grow in any damn environment and feed off of that environment. So they're feeding off the wickedness of this place, man. They're consuming it. The scriptures say they're like a wild ass that snuffeth up the wind, meaning every direction, taking, teacher, getting doctrine from every wind of doctrine. Yeah, all these false doctrines. And they just like, yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. You see that?
That's how they became poisonous grapes in the vineyard of the Lord.
Right. So, yep. So right there it said what? They walk on in darkness, man. So their path is just straight darkness. That's what they're doing too. And they're leading their children into darkness.
And just real quick, that aroma that the elder talking about, that's the dust of Babylon that they breathing in. It's corrupting their mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, the devil's dust, not angel dust.
Yeah, devil's dust. Hey, let's get back to that Romans 6.
All right, it's Romans 6 and 7. It says, for he that is dead is free from sin. Now,
meaning dead to this world, right? Go ahead.
It says, verse 8, now if we be dead with Hamashiach, we believe that we shall also live with him, knowing that Hamashiach, being raised from the dead, dieth no more.
Right. That's the understanding that we have to have. When we cut off that old man becomes dead, the flesh becomes dead unto us, and we live according to the spirit. And that's why we were quickened and revived, man, into everlasting life.
They back. We've done that before, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, knowing that Hamashiach, being raised from the dead, dieth no more.
Come.
Death have no more.
Right. Because look, some shall wake up to everlasting life, and some shall wake up to everlasting shame and contempt. That's happening on this side, because our works is going to carry over to the next life. Go ahead.
It says, death no more dominion over him.
Death has no more dominion over us, because the Lord took away the sting of death, which is the sting of sin. All right? Is that all the way to 10?
verse 10 right here. It says, for in that he died unto sin once, but in that he liveth unto Yahweh.
Keep going to 12.
All right. It says, likewise, reckon ye also yourselves to be dead indeed unto sin, but alive unto Yahweh through Yahweh Shah HaMashiach our Lord.
Right, 2/3 of our people are the exact opposite. They're alive to this world, but they're dead to Hamashiach. All right? So they're not going to be able to obtain them to his mercy. They're not going to be able to go towards the light and meet the bridegroom. Right? Because why? They don't have any oil for their lamps. And they've been walking around in darkness all this time, and then sooner or later they're going to realize they've been in darkness and erred from the way of truth.
Interjection. This is Isaiah chapter 57, verse 1. The righteous perish, and no man layeth the heart, and merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come.
Right, so you're going to have some people that perish on this side, or die on this side, and they're going to be glorified. They're going to be kept. But you got some people that are going to be able to go through it, to be able to see the works of the Lord. You know, first, right, front row seat. You know, but what does it say in wisdom is, to the wicked they seem to die of pain or grievous or something like that? It says in Wisdom of Solomon. But that's what the wicked beings are speaking, because they don't have an understanding of what it is to live in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Even so, as much as the Jehovah's Witnesses, they believe that once you die or once you perish, that's it. You just see darkness, and that's it.
Unless you're chosen to be resurrected. Like, yeah.
But he also, in their congregation, they have individuals that call themselves the elect. Like, yeah, I'm the elect already.
Yeah.
They 144,000 is already counted, and they just go to each congregation just talking, getting money and stuff.
Right.
Precept.
Right.
This book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 17 says, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So it's somewhat of a beautiful thing to be here and to see these prophecies coming to pass, because many prophets in the past saw these things in visions, but didn't actually get to see them with their own eyes.
Right, Abraham was one of them.
So we're living in that time.
Right, bro.
And it's a blessed time to be in these times, to be able to see it firsthand. The downfall of the wicked. All right. Yeah, let's go. Romans, getting verse 13 real quick. 6 and 13.
Romans 6 and 13. It's Romans 6 and 13. It says, neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin.
Right. So once we cut off the flesh and we move according to the Spirit, we're not supposed to turn back to darkness. We're supposed to stay in the light and never let darkness consume us ever again, because Yahweh Shai brought us out of that darkness into his marvelous light.
Right. So yeah, that's with all wisdom, either wickedness or righteous wisdom. Right? This right here I'm about to read. Proverbs 18 and 1. Through desire, right? So where a man's heart is, there shall treasure be also. Through desire of a man, having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. A fool have no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. That's that science. That's people like polite in them.
Right. So they have no form of godliness. A foolish man will not obtain to wise counsel. Right. He'll still sit and dwell in his folly. Right. And individuals like polite, like he feel like he's the enlightened one. He can't even see that he's in darkness. You know, that's how the Lord got him. The Lord got him that much blinded where he can't even see the position that he's in. Probably not even from a jail cell.
This is Ephesians 4 and 17. This I say, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanities of their mind.
Right. That's 2/3 of our people walking in their own vanities of the mind and these other nations. 2/3 of our people follow after them. Go ahead.
having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the power through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart.
Their mind is totally blinded, so they're ignorant to acknowledgement of Yahweh by Shem outside. So they have no true understanding. You know. Go ahead, Arakar.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord."
Right. So because they wanted to dwell in darkness, so they're going to be punished for that. But right now, they don't see that punishment because the Lord has blinded it from them.
It says, verse 11, "For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable."
Read that part again.
Verse 11 of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, it says, "For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable."
Right.
God, man. So, hey, rejecting the wisdom of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, hey, your hope that you just vainly have, that you just have out here it's in vain, man. Why? Because it's going to come to naught, man. So if you're not hoping in the righteousness of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, if you're not hoping in that blueprint that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai have established, man, you just pretty much lost soul, man. Because why? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai says his word should not return unto him void. So the things that he have established is going to come to pass. So anything outside of that you're hoping in is for nothing.
Nothing, man. Somebody get Revelation chapter 3, verse 2.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 2. "Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found thy works perfect before Yahweh.
Keep going.
Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt know, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee."
Right. We don't know the exact hour, but we know the time frame because of the prophecies. And that's why the Lord said, keep watching, because if you're not watching, then he's going to show up on you unexpectedly. You won't be ready. So the Lord got to say we got to maintain that mindset of being in the light at all times. Because we don't know when the Lord's going to show up. But he said, blessed are the servant that his Lord find doing so when he shows up.
You got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
Right. All right.
Keep going.
No, get on 1 Thessalonians chapter 5.
Reset real quick.
Reset real quick. Go ahead.
All right, you say you're gonna come unexpectedly. All right, a thicket is like on the movie Lion King when they be pouncing in the bushes, and then they just pounce out of nowhere, be hiding like a lion. Jeremiah 4:4-7, the lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place. So you're gonna look at the throne, he ain't gonna be there. He's gonna be on the earth, tearing shit up. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and the cities shall be laid waste without an habitation. They're gonna be caught off guard like a lion pouncing on them out of nowhere. Right. And they're real good at that. You can't see that damn lion or tiger in that field.
Right.
And they pacing their weight, they pounce, boom, unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly catch you off guard.
Yep, but he already roared. He already did his roaring.
Yeah, he already did his roaring. Now he's quiet.
Now he's quiet. He's pouncing.
All right.
We'll start at 1.
Yeah.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times in the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. You already know that. So what we're supposed to be doing, we're supposed to be watching, man. At all times. Keep going.
Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. With child they shall not escape. I skipped the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like it. Verse 3. For they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child.
Just like how when a woman goes through her trimesters, for her pregnancy, right? They give her like a date around the time they feel like the baby's going to be born. It's kind of like the prophecy. We know like around the time the Lord's going to show up based upon the prophecy, but like unless they induce labor, she has no way of knowing, oh, I'm going to go into labor at this exact moment until those hunger pains hit and it's too late to do anything else. That baby's being pushed out. That's how abruptly the Lord's going to show up, man. It's going to be like an instant. Everything going on good, wars and shit going on, and then boom, He's going to show up in the midst of it. You know, just like another elder said, you're going to see him sitting on the throne. Next thing you're going to know, his throne going to be empty. He's going to be right there in their face. All right, keep going.
Verse 4, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief.
So we're not with the congregation of the dead. We're no longer natural men, driven by the flesh. We're spiritual men that's driven by the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Keep on.
Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness.
Right. So now that day will not catch us as a thief, because why? We have our lamps. We have our lamps, and we're shining our lamps going out to meet the bridegroom.
Trimming our lamps so we can see clearer and clearer.
God.
Yep, as we walk through this wilderness.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Right. We gotta continue to watch, because we don't know the exact hour that the Lord's gonna show up. But you best hope that you're watching when He do show up.
For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, put it on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation.
The hope of salvation. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. The scripture says put on as the elect, but we call ourselves the hopeful elect because you know what? We don't know what's going to happen from that time of right now, when that spirit and when that time comes, you know, when the Lord brings judgment on this earth. You know? Because like we got to make sure. That's why the elect have to be sealed before the Lord brings the judgment on earth. Because if the elect are not sealed, there will be something that can happen to take their mind off the goal. So the Lord has to seal our minds first before He brings His judgment on the earth. So we have to always make sure we maintain that mindset. We can't let nothing take us off our course, you know what I'm saying, on this journey. Nothing to take our state of mind off of where we want to react carnally because, you know, we get frustrated or anything like that. We got to stay in light. We cannot let darkness, no way, shape, or form, try to get a hold of or attach to us. You know? So the Lord has to purge everything out of us and seal us so to make sure we're ready for because it's going to be a scary time, man. All right? Where we at?
That's why we have to seal up the breaches of our mind, because there's so many things that can, there's so many angles to where darkness can creep into our spirit, to our mind. We have to make sure that we're sealing up the breaches of our mind to where no fiery dart of the wicked can come through and pierce.
Right.
Yeah, we can be beset. If our mind is not set on Yahweh, we can easily throw it off.
Right. Right. So we can be easily upset. All right, let's keep going with that. 1 Thessalonians.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 9. For Yahweh hath not appointed us to wrath, but to attain salvation by our Lord Yahushua Mashiach.
Isn't that beautiful? Because if He would have appointed us to wrath, He would have never gave us the light. Go ahead, Zaquan.
Sirach 7:16. Number not thyself among the multitude of sinners, but remember that wrath will not tarry long.
It will not tarry long. You got people, the economy crashing, you got people moving in haste, all fast, trying to build this, trying to get this business done. Ain't nothing wrong trying to, get your business and everything together. But what mindset are you in? If you think they're going to use that to sustain you, the Lord went 10 steps ahead of you. Okay, you want to start your business and everything? I'm gonna crash the economy. And the only way for you to operate that business if you get that Revelation 13 and 16. See, the Lord 10 steps ahead of you. Now, you can try to prepare yourself we'll get it. Wait a second. There you go. Yeah. All right, so if you're preparing yourself in the world, you're preparing yourself for this. If you're not preparing yourself, your mindset to have your faith in Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, this is what you're preparing yourself for. Because ultimately, all roads lead to this except for the road of truth. Bottom line. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right. Go ahead.
So, man, that wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability on what guides us through these trying times that we're about to go through. If you don't have the wisdom and knowledge to cause your feet to incline towards Yahweh Shemi Ashai, you're not going to make it.
Right. Pretty soon the conversation's gonna be, hey man, you ain't go down to Egypt and get help. It's like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to do all that. Bro, if you don't get one, and the cops catch you or they find you, they gonna die. I was like, hey, bro, I ain't worried about all that. The Lord will destroy me if I go down to Egypt and get help.
Right.
You gotta have that type of mindset.
Right. And understanding anybody that go down to Egypt for help is already destroyed.
Proverbs 23 and 1. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite.
If you know you're gonna be tempted and enticed by sitting down at the table with a ruler, you better put a knife to that throat, be ready to end it. Meaning cut everything off. Like it said, if that right eye offendingly, pluck it out. Because it's better to go into the kingdom maimed and then you know.
That goes into cutting off people in your family or amongst brothers. If somebody go off or they tripping, or in your family, you gotta cut them off.
Right.
But be not desirous of his dainties. So put a knife to your throat, meaning restrain yourself. You know, as you operating in this society, and you say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time, and also money shall be used as a defense. The defense from what? Paying your bills. And the scriptures say, rich or poor, praise ye the Lord. So you can become financially wealthy, but it's just about having that restraint as you do so. But this is the point. He said, with all thy getting, get wisdom. All right? Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat, man. See that? Everything they pushing, the MOTB, is deceitful, man. It's really going into depopulation, just like they just did with the lockdowns. Everything they're pushing is basically deceit. All right? Labor not to be rich. See that? You want to be okay. Take your daily bread, because everybody that has money in this society, they're going to lose it anyway. They're going to be stressed out even more. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thy own wisdom. All right? Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not?
Right.
For the dollar. He said, how long should they increase in that which is not his? For riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle toward heaven.
Right.
So yeah, man, labor not to be rich, but let's labor to get to the kingdom. Labor to study to show yourself approved. And then you'll be able to be stronger, and you can gain that restraint to get your business and your house in order.
Right.
With restraint.
Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. That should be the first. That should be your first accomplishment, your first goal.
Right.
No, let me get my business started so I can serve the Lord better. No, that's not how it works, man. All right. Back in that 1 Thessalonians 5.
This is the 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 10. It says, "Who died for us, whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him." Verse 11, "Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do."
That's right. So if you're willing to work hard to get a business, you better be ready to work double as hard to do the works for Yahweh Shema Shai, edifying the church, feeding the sheep. So that should be the first thing that's on our minds. All right, go ahead.
Verse 12, "And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you."
Where is that 13?
Now, verse 13, "And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves."
Right, because you'll go to these jobs and talk about how all these entrepreneurs have accomplished all these things, and they got all this money, they got all this status and all this kind of stuff. But you see the men in the Lord out here working real hard. You won't give them any type of acknowledgement. You won't even give them any type of praise, any type of honors.
Right, or they be in order at their jobs under management, but they won't be in order within the camp.
Right.
I ain't getting under no camp. I ain't with all that, man. What's up with these camps? Can I just go out on my own? I don't want nobody over me. I ain't over nobody.
Yeah, but you'll go out and fill out an application and work for somebody else, but you don't want to. See, that's right.
It's just like a lot of these women, man. A lot of women, they go out, they say that, hey, the trash got to be out at 7 o'clock. It better be there or we ain't coming to get it. They're going to be out there at what, 6:59. You know, the job tell them they got to be there on time. They there 5 minutes early. But you tell them one thing, they like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Who
They
you
turn
talking
to
to?
They turn to Lil John.
What? Yeah. What? Except for the okay part.
Oh yeah.
For real though. I mean, it's about order. That's what, you know, that's all it's about.
Yep. And being under respective order under Yahweh Shema Shine, the men that he set up.
That's the rule, yeah.
All right. Let's get 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. I don't know what. Mm-hmm.
11 and 19.
Yeah.
Precept.
You got a precept? Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 15. Sorry, verse 13. Verse 12, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. So, man, the doors are soon closing. We finna be out of this place. And what manner of person should you be in? You should want to cast out the works of darkness out of this place, and you should want to serve the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shah.
You ever notice that when you was in school and you had a field trip the next day, you could not go to sleep for nothing. And if you do doze off and go to sleep, and you open your eyes, you be mad as hell. It's still dark. You be mad as I don't know what that is still dark. That's how we are now. We ain't sleeping. We can't go to sleep. We waiting on the Lord to say the night. Is it still nighttime? Like, oh, you Prince?
Bro, I don't know what he doing.
It says the night is far spent, man.
Spent, meaning it's 2,000 years ago is when the end started.
Gone.
So we're deep into the night, almost going into the day.
Gone.
The day is about to dawn and they don't see it. They're like, nah, wherein has the Lord loved us? Ever since the prophets have fell asleep, things continue as they were.
Yeah.
But they don't know 1,000 years is a day to the Lord. And it's nighttime. That's what Yahweh Shah said. We're in the night. And the day is about to dawn, man, and they can't tell. They can't see it.
Because the morning star hasn't arrived in their hearts.
Yep.
You know, you have to have the mindset to be able to understand that we're in darkness, for one. You know, a lot of people don't understand that we're in darkness. They look at,
you ever played a video game too late in the night? And then you realize you look, it's daylight outside. You gotta go to church.
Yeah. You ever did that and had to go to work the next day? Plenty of times on that. But shoot, but listen though, but our people, 2/3 of our people want to remain in that darkness no matter how much light we spread on the earth. It's cool. I'll take all the light I can get. Like, we don't have to continue to cast our pearls before swine, you know, but we always got to remember these individuals, really their disbelief is really there to keep them in that mindset and to change other people's minds.
Right. He said what? Those that sat in darkness saw great light. Like the whole world in the carnal level is darkness without the sun. Just like we would still be in darkness without Yahweh Shah. You know, just like this earth, if the sun was out of place, that's why you have something called night.
Yeah.
So now with Yahweh Shah, we have light, man. You know? But without Yahweh Shah, we still dwelling in darkness too. We just be human. We'd be mortal humans, like basically like beasts.
Yeah.
You know, following our senses.
Matter of fact, yeah, let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 2, start at verse 6.
1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 6. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet none the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught.
Right. We speak wisdom among them that are perfect, the ones that are perfect in faith in Yahweh Shai and perfect in doctrine. Hold that real quick. Let's get 1 Corinthians 1, 19.
For it's written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise.
Yeah, and keep going from that point.
You want to switch Yahweh Shah? You good? You want to switch with anybody?
Okay.
Sure.
It's First Corinthians.
No, you hold that chapter 2 and just let somebody else get that.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
Right. So that because we don't speak the wisdom of this world, we up against the wisdom of this world, and the Lord is destroying it through His doctrine. Go ahead.
Where is the wise and where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world?
Because everybody wants to dispute and contest with us, talking about they got it, they know what to do when these times come, as if we don't know what to do. Right? So we're up against. That's why the Lord said, "I shall make your heads hard against their foreheads." All right? Because that's who we're contending against. 2/3 of our people in these other nations. Go ahead.
Have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of this world?
He has already. But it's damn foolish that we got to come out here and show people that He done made foolish the wisdom of this world.
For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
But by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Right? So it's just been foolishness that we had to come out here and tell people like they being wicked. We got to show them the light. All right?
It's the book of Sirach, 27 and 12. It says, if thou be among the undiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding. And that word undiscreet goes into for unwise. You know what I'm saying? So it says, if thou be among the unwise, observe the time. So we got to continue to measure the times diligently in itself with whatever we do, man. Wherever we go, whoever we'll be around, man.
Right.
It says, but be continually among men of understanding. So being around men of the Lord, man, that's doing the works of Yahweh Shai. The righteous councilman. That's who you should be around, man. You know, eating up the whole road, man. You know.
Hey, and that's what the elder was talking about earlier when you know, brothers that be like, oh, part of a camp, da 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 da. When you truly find yourself around individuals who truly are perfecting themselves towards the example of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, and truly are trying to obtain the light that was given to Moses, it's no pressure getting in order.
Right. That's why the scriptures say, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect. But yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the principle of this world to come to naught. So we have to understand to know that this is coming to an end. Just like the devil.
That's a team effort, that's all.
Right. That just like the devil took Yahweh Shai on that high perch and told him, I'll give you all these kingdoms. Right? And Yahweh Shai looked at him like, you think I'm stupid? Like, no. Like, you can fool somebody that has the wisdom of this world with that, but you can't fool the Lord. You can't fool the men of the Lord either. So that's why it says we speak wisdom, but not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world. Let's get back to that 1 Corinthians 1.
Okay. This is back at 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Right.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Right.
But we preach Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, crucified unto the Jews as a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness.
Right, because they couldn't get it. They're talking about Israelites right here, man. Just like 2/3 of our people now, they can't get it. They can't. They acting like Mr. can't get right Esau.
Right. The Jews, they like, yo, show me something then. Show me a miracle.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to claim to be in the truth. And then you had the Gentiles. They saying what? They said they desire wisdom. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
They said they have no clue what the hell's going on. But the ones that do know, that's not listening, like Tazariak and them, they want to see a miracle.
Right.
You know?
They want you to prove. The word of the Lord has been proven 10 times over. So, but then they want some more proof by miracles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Where your church at? Where your building at? That's why you want to see something.
Yeah. Where your money at?
Yeah.
Your fringes.
Right.
But unto them which, oh my bad.
I appreciate it. This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, starting at verse 21. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
Nate?
Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Yep, and their schools and later on that foolishness that they learned became schools and universities. They built curriculums off of it.
Came trans the snares.
And all that came from them.
They became harlot houses. Now we call America the mother of harlots.
Mother of harlots. All the idolatry is being reborn in this place.
Yep.
Rebranded.
Other than that, just set your silly behind up and just be a sheep.
Yeah.
Other than that, you profess yourself to be wise, you're gonna become a fool. You're gonna be challenging the Lord.
Why is this fool there?
And there's some fools that can't even see that they're trying to challenge the Lord.
Yep. And we're here to tear all that down. You want to get torn down spiritually? Step up.
Hey, this is bottom line.
We're here to tear down all the strongholds, man.
And that's our job. We're here to shine the light as bright as we can shine it, all the way till the day star arrives. He shines it for us, and we would no longer need to have that light. That light will always be with us.
Right? Who put those strongholds there is a strong man. And the Lord said He's gonna bind up the strong man before he shows up like a thief.
Back at 1 Corinthians 1:25, it says, because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men.
Right, but they don't perceive that because they don't have the understanding. Keep going.
For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called.
Right, that's why Diddy ain't got it, Mike Tyson ain't got it, Floyd Mayweather ain't got it, Jay-Z ain't got it.
Yeah, because their cups are full. They're challenges to the Lord.
Right.
That's right, man.
So that's what they rather have those riches and glory in the earth than to have what's given us into, because why? Because we look like the weak and beggarly things of the earth. But the Lord said He's gonna use the weak and beggarly things of the earth to confound the wise and the mighty.
Harlot houses. What do they call that? House of continence?
It says, but Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world and things which are despised.
Right. A base thing. What they call us, bum Israelites. BBHI. Black bum Israelites. Right. But those black bum Israelites are the ones that the Lord's going to use to confound you, them, and this place, man. Go ahead.
Verse 28, and base things of the world and things which are despised have Yahweh chosen. Yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Right, there ain't nobody looking at us like that. They don't consider us nothing. All right? Go ahead.
At moments, you're going to be despised by your woman or by women. You're going to be despised by your manager at work. You're going to be despised by your parents. You're going to be despised by your parents, man. And your own family members. But guess what? The Lord chose you. There's nothing better than that.
Nothing better than that.
It says that no flesh should glory in His presence, but of Him are in ye. Salaki, let me reread that. It says, but of Him are ye in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who of Yahweh has made us wisdom.
Right.
Made unto us wisdom.
He gave us the wisdom, right? Can you imagine if Floyd Mayweather was to take all his money, right, and form like a government and move us all the way back to Israel and this, that, and the third? He would say he did it.
Gone.
But the Lord said He's gonna take the weak things of the world, the confounded things that are mighty, says, so that no flesh can say that they had anything to do with it. It's all being done by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, and that wouldn't go with the prophecies, because part of the prophecy is once we're in that land, nobody gonna come up against us anymore. See, once Yahweh Shai puts us in that land, He's gonna take the crowns from these other nations too. Put down all these rules.
Take away the crown and their might.
Yeah, so they can't even come up against us, so we'll be able to enjoy our blessings.
Right.
See, with Floyd Mayweather or anybody, even if America sent us over there and set us up, they would still come up against us some kind of way, and we wouldn't be at peace. But when Yahweh, and we would be wicked. But Yahweh Shai said when He show up, we're gonna be perfect, man, and we're gonna be in that land forever, and we're gonna inherit it. We ain't gonna have to pay for it. Yahweh Shai already paid the cost. Fuck Floyd Mayweather.
It says, but of Him are ye in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who of Yahweh is made unto us wisdom and righteousness, and sanctification and redemption, that according...
That's the key point, redemption. See, in exchange for this wisdom that the Lord's given us, He's also given us redemption from sin. So these people around here mess around in the darkness and folly and haven't got redemption, so they haven't repented. So just look at the judgment that's coming. So they already in a foolish state of mind, don't even understand the darkness that they're being consumed by, right? And they haven't repented for the sins that they've committed. So the harsh judgment that the Lord's going to bring to the earth, they're going to have to eat all that. They're going to have to give all that. And then some. Because the Lord's not going to let up. He's going to keep that spirit in there. If they get hit by a missile, or people think, oh, it'll last a fraction of a second. No, the Lord's going to leave that spirit in there so they can feel it all the way it's all the way consumed. So He's going to leave them there and melt them. That's the judgment coming to the foolish people that want to remain in darkness, that want to make a covenant with death. All right, let's go back to that 1 Corinthians chapter 2.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 7.
All right, so now we just spoke of the lowly things of the earth, just like how Yahushua came in riding on a donkey, right? He came in meek and lowly. He didn't come in like how King Herod was trying to come in. Like he wanted to be the king of the Jews. But when he heard about the child being born, they wanted to destroy him, just like how they want to destroy us. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 2 and 7. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew. For if they had known it, they would have not crucified the Lord of glory.
So the Lord kind of sort of had to blind them. Just like how Peter, he didn't understand that the Lord had to be crucified at first. And he said, be it far from me, Lord. And Yahushua had to rebuke him. You know? So, like, he ain't going to let nothing get in the way, so he had to blind them so they wouldn't get in the way. Go ahead.
He called him Satan.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because the Lord knew his potential. That's why the Yahushua cussed him out all the time, man. He cussed him out more than anybody.
Yeah.
He cussed Peter out more than anybody that he came across. Because he knew the potential of Peter.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like how you have them hard football coaches that's always on you, always on you, always on you. Because they're pushing you to reach that potential. Yeah. And Peter did. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. But as it is written, eyes have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for them that love him.
Right, so they don't love the Lord, man. So the Lord don't have nothing prepared for them. They hate the Lord, so the Lord's going to destroy them. But they're going to love him when they're born in the kingdom. You know? Because that's the only thing they're going to know. They're not going to know the wicked side. You know? We're going to come in, they're going to be born into righteousness. All right, go ahead.
Verse 10. But God has revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searches out all things.
Right, so that's why we have to operate according to the Spirit, because that's how the things are revealed unto us. By the Spirit. So if you're trying to if you're trying to understand heavenly things, right, and you're in a carnal state of mind, it ain't gonna mesh. It ain't gonna go together. You're not gonna get the understanding that you need to have in order to operate spiritually. That carnal's gonna get in the way every single time. All right. So you have please up?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not going to be able to tell the forecast.
Come on.
Being prophets, we're basically forecasters. We can tell the weather. Matthew 16 and 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather. For the sky is red. It's supposed to say and lowering, right? And in the morning, it will be foul weather today. For the sky is red and lowering, right? O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
You can jump out there and talk about, oh, it smells like it's going to rain. But we're showing you what's happening in the Middle East, how the valley of Jehoshaphat is forming together, but they can't perceive it. We're telling you that this is going to happen on American soil also, but they can't perceive it. You know, they can see, they can tell other things, but they can't see the tale of times when it comes to the prophecies being sent forth by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Yeah, that shows the power of our Creator blinding them, man.
Come on, man. All right, go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10. For God has revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. For what man knoweth the things of man, save the Spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of God knoweth no man.
Right, so the things of man, like, those are carnal things. So if you have a carnal state of mind, of course, yeah, you'll know about a lot of stuff dealing with worldly shit. But if you have a spiritual state of mind, you go beyond that.
Yeah, and how can I tell what he's thinking unless he tells me? How you gonna know what the Most High thinking unless he tells you?
Right.
That's what it's saying. So who knows the spirit of man that's in him? Who knows what he's thinking? So who knows the spirit of the Most High except for who he gives it to? He tells him. That's right.
Verse 12, the 13th lucky. Which things also we speak, not unto the words which man's wisdom teaches, but which the
Verse 12 again.
is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world,
We have received not the spirit of this world. Go ahead.
but the spirit which is of God.
So that's how we have an understanding of what he's saying. That's why he said, my sheep hear my voice and they know me. Go ahead.
That we might know the things that are freely given unto us of God.
Ooh, hold it right there. We got to go back to that Ecclesiastes 3:11. One more again. One more time. Ecclesiastes 3:11, man. Can you see how much of a blessing that is? For the Lord to hide from us the spirit, to blind us from the spirit of the world and give us his spirit, and to blind them from his spirit and give them the spirit of the world. Go ahead, somebody got it?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that Yahweh maketh from beginning to the end.
But it was freely given unto us through his spirit, man. That says a lot. We should really, really, really take hold of that, because that says a lot on the importance of us being in this truth. On the reporting responsibility, duties that we have by holding on to the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which was placed with us from the womb. Understanding that, should nothing else be able to turn your mind away from that, because that's what the mindset the Lord put us in. That's why we shall no longer have the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power and love and of a sound mind. Because we have the same mind of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that same mindset. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 2:13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth.
Right. So you have to be bearing the Urim and the Thummim. You have to have the Holy Spirit in order to teach these things. And also to receive these things. Go ahead.
Comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things which the Spirit of God.
That's why they turn a deaf ear from it, because they can't receive it. Go ahead.
For they are foolish unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Right. So you have to have that spiritual discernment to understand what the Lord is saying. Keep going.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet himself is judgeth of no man.
Ooh, so there we need no validation from these other nations and 2/3 of our people. We got to understand that, because they're sitting in darkness. They're trying to get us to sit down with them. No, I'm gonna sit over here under this lamp. I'm gonna sit right here up under this lamp, and I'm gonna continue to get lit off this lamp right here while you sit over there in darkness. Right? People try to bamboozle you and gaslight you into believing, like, make you second guess something, try to get you to second guess what you really believe in. Not only that, it's not necessarily what you believe in. Second guess our responsibilities in the Lord. Wanting us to act like brute beasts like them, so they'll attack us carnally. Right?
You don't gotta go to camp every Saturday.
Right. Stupid stuff like that. If you don't shut up.
For real.
Like, for real. Like,
Trying to get this crown.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna try my luck with going to camp. How about that?
That's called discipline.
Fine.
Luke 22:31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, Peter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat.
So that's why we gotta understand. Like how Yahweh Shai told Peter that, he's telling us the same thing when he sends these individuals our way to try to get us to act out of character. Hey man, you very important to me. The devil's gonna try to sift you. Look how he did Job. Right? But Job maintained his integrity.
Yeah, it's called impulse, man. You gotta watch your impulse.
Huh.
You should always have your spiritual antenna up. And that's why the scripture says, blessed is he that readeth. Because if you read in the morning, or you watch a video in the morning, or you do that lesson, and then the brother sees it, It can stop them from having a messed up day or some traps that's set for us throughout that day. Making the word a light to your path, literally. Before you take one step.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit, and remove from thoughts that are without understanding, and will not abide when unrighteous cometh in.
And that's how they're trying to get us to act, to move with thoughts without understanding. Right? That's everything is a trap. You want to speak on it? Everything is set up to be a trap. So but we already, you know what I'm saying, jumped over those traps by remaining in the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Go ahead, Arakah.
Right, yeah, because if you become deceitful, man.
Oh shit, it's lucky.
Yep. If you become, I gotta take over. If you become deceitful in this work, discipline will flee from you and wisdom. So if you're deceitful, if you're out there teaching with a baseball cap on, you're out there teaching with firearms on you, you know. Who else? IUIC, getting edge ups out there teaching, but you're gonna lose discipline and wisdom that comes with it.
Right, bottom line. Because with wisdom can no defiled thing remain of her. You know, so she's gonna flee from anything that's defiling.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 15. It says, they that fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. A simple point, straight to the point, man. Hey, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his words, man. So what the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua commanded us to do, we're going to continue in that, man.
Discipline.
Come on, yeah. Going back to the discipline, all right. Hey, we're not gonna let the flesh overpower our spirit, all right. And what the spirit has disciplined, we've been disciplined in the spirit to not go away from it, man. So we're gonna continue in the things which we have been taught, man. You know, every beast consorted to his light. So therefore, if you over here doing some BS, we're not gonna go that way, man. We're gonna go down that righteous path. Why? Because that's what we've been training ourselves. The Lord been training us to continue to go down that path, and get us stronger, to continue to go that route, man. You know, so we won't have a strong will in the mind, man. God damn, I'm getting words.
Yeah, we just stay off the path.
Yeah, just like Hezekiah. Like Hezekiah had to remain when the king of Assyria came to him and sent him a message saying that he finna come up, take over Jerusalem, right? And it told the congregation not to listen to Hezekiah. If Hezekiah telling y'all to listen to the Lord is with me. That's what the king of Syria was saying, right? So now these people are saying the same thing. They're trying to corrupt the minds of whoever they can corrupt the minds of, right? To get them not to listen to the message that's being brought forth by Yahweh Shai through us, right? And they'll try to gaslight us into believing what they believe, but it's not going to happen because the Lord has sealed our mind. So we got to operate according to that, knowing that we are sealed in the Lord. And it doesn't matter what they try to do, we can't be taken away from him. Yeah, so
this 2 Kings chapter 18. I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, he trusted in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, God of Israel, so that after him was none like him among all the kings of Judah, nor any that were before him, for he clave to the Lord and departed not from following him, but kept his commandments, which the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua commanded Moses.
Right, that's the mindset that we have to be in right now. That's going to protect us, man.
It says, verse 7, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was with him, and he prospered whithersoever he went forth, and he rebelled against the king of Assyria and served him not. Hey, Sukan, man, that's the point, you know, as the bishop was speaking on, man. Hey, though 2/3 of our people and also these heathens come up against us, trying to pull us away from our path that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has set us on, man. We're not going to do that. We're going to continue down that righteous path, man. All right, hey, because just like the elder said too as well, anything that's put down here is just put down here. That anything that comes in our life is just trying to pull us away from the truth, man. Hey. So we have to stay focused on the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that light, in order for us to keep going. God damn.
Hey, in saying that, the last time, like, well, I'll say like the very last time I remember shaving my facial hairs for a job. It was the very last time. I didn't shave everything. I just kept my mustache because I didn't want to be completely bald faced. Went in there. Manager was like, "Yeah, you got to shave everything." I was like, "Well, no, I don't. I did this, but I ain't want to do the whole cabal face cause what I believe in." And he was just, and then he went in to say, "Well, the Bible ain't even real." Da 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 da. I was like, "Ah, shit." Well, he was like, "Well, shit, yeah," and I was like, "Nah, I believe in the Bible." He was like, "Well, yeah, you can't be here then." All right.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, but he didn't even be trying to work. And he was just like, "Well, nah, you know, that's not even real." Start going into some other stuff. I was like, "Nah, bro." Trying to completely pull me away from trying to completely pull us away from what we believe in.
Right. And think about it, it's gonna get even worse.
Go on.
Like it's gonna feel like how it felt when Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael was threatened with the fiery furnace.
Go on.
That's how it's gonna be when that shows up. This devil's gonna make you think you have no choice but to do this. He's gonna make you feel like you have no other choice, but the Lord gave us a choice, man. All right, Clyde, you got a precept?
Yeah. This is Titus chapter 1 and verse 15. Until the pure of all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. And that's the Lord gave us this truth to say to the pure, all things pure. So like the scripture says, his sheep hear his voice. The men of the Lord that believe in sincerity and truth, they hear the voice of Yahweh Shem Shai and do what he commanded. 2/3 of our people in these heathens, they scoff and go against the word of Yahweh Shem Shai and try to lead men astray and all those things.
Sorry, man.
These false prophets.
It says among my people are found wicked men. They lie in wait and set of traps and catch them. There's a cage full of birds and they grow fat off of them, man. And then all it is a carnal mindset to get money. Now, all of our people want to do is chase the bag, and the Lord gonna put them in a body bag.
We make truth music with our own Israelite record label.
All right, go ahead, y'all.
Psalm 37, chapter 5. Commit thy way unto Yahweh, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. You know, when you start trusting in Yahweh and in his wisdom, you be guided. But you want to keep following these false gods, these false prophets, and these false camps. You're going to lose all the time.
They're going to lose all the time, man. That's a beautiful scripture, man. All right? Because the Lord can set you up for success or he can set you up for failure. It's just bottom line. What side are you on? It's like how Moses asked them, are y'all for the Lord or who are y'all with? Whose side are y'all on? Like, come on. Like, you see what everything's going on, but you had 2/3 of our people at that time that wanted to go back to the Egypt and worship their God and be fed the king's meat. All right? Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 13. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. And that's why we follow Yahweh, the true shepherd, because he's not going to lead us to anything that's going to trap us and snare us, call us to fall. He's leading us to salvation, eternal life, his kingdom. And that's what we want. We don't want the things of this world, because the things of this world will cause us to get judged and destroyed. We don't want that.
Right.
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter. Yeah, it's so like in 1 Peter 5, verse 8 says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
That's what's his name? Scar?
Con.
Yeah, and Lion King, like Yahweh would represent like Mufasa, but Scar, he represents Esau. He's trying to kill the firstborn, just like he's trying to devour the child. You know, as a roaring lion, but our lion roaring harder.
The hyenas are 2/3 of our people.
And the other nations.
And the other nations.
Right, but we have light at the end of our tunnel. The only thing they have is death and destruction. That's why their mindset is like that, to destroy.
Yeah, they in the oven and see the fire. Think that's light.
Look, it's red. The red.
Go this way.
No, that's the burner.
All exercise red, bro. I'm telling you. Trust me.
Look, this way. This is the way. What does the Lord tell us? This is not the way. Don't walk that way. Walk this way. Right. All right, somebody got that Luke 6:40. Somebody else had a precept? All right, go ahead.
This is 1 John 4 and verse 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world
Go up
hear.
one more verse.
This 1 John 4 and 4. Ye are of Yahweh little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world hear of them. We are of Yahweh, and he that knoweth Yahweh heareth us, and he that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. And that's Yahweh Shemai Shai. He put the truth in our heart to understand it, so we know when people going off, and we know when they of the Lord. When they, and what else it says?
Well, that scripture cut up. They got the hell on when you brought that
out. That's just it, though. The Lord put the truth in our hearts, so we can examine everything through the Spirit, through the book, through the Word, and discern what's truth and what's not, what's lies and what's fake. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Just like if we would go inside a church and teach what we teach, and to be, let's just say it was not necessarily a debate, but they got home field advantage, and we're going in their congregation. They ain't gonna relate to nothing we have to say. But when that pastor get up there, he ain't gonna even say a word. He gonna do that stand. Right, and they're gonna do that, and they just gonna fall out and go all crazy, right? Because why? They dwelleth in folly, and that's what they cling unto. You know, but when it comes to the true understanding, they're not gonna be able to perceive it because they're of the world, and we're not of the world.
That's what it says.
They are of the world.
It's calm, my bad.
No, you good.
It says, for they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world.
Right.
They only got the understanding and knowledge of the world. They can't discern things spiritually.
Right, because the Lord put the world in their hearts. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to know that they're the Israelites of the Holy Bible. Father's name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahushua, man. You need to know these names in order to get out of here. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and verse 2. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
Right.
So just like the bishop's going into, but again, the same mercies of David that Yahushua promised to the children of Israel, David prayed for, let their table be made a snare, pertaining to 2/3 of our people, those who don't want to eat of the bread, as the scriptures speak on. A man shall not live off bread alone, but off the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua as well. So you want to eat of this food first. All right, the spirit, the manna, the spiritual manna, the prophet's food. Eat the roll.
Right. All right.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. And this is rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. When it said to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. That's what our people want to hear. They going to church, the pastor gonna tell them everything gonna be all right. He gonna rub them on the head, give them a pat on the back, whatever they need to do for them to put their life savings in that plate. And he gonna go take that, and he gonna go about his day, and they still suffering. But we have hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, so that's where our rest comes from. We don't have a false sense, a breach over our head ready to break at an instant. We have a true hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
That's funny that you say that term, life savings, because the most valuable thing that we have on this earth is time. Right? So what are we spending our time doing? Spending our time doing. Right? Our life savings go to storing our riches in the heaven, where we have a spiritual bank account, right? That grows interest every day, right? They're investing in this world that decreases and depreciates on a daily basis.
Right. It's that smooth thing.
Right.
That word smooth. This is kalakwa. Kalakwa. Kalakwa, it means flattery.
Flattery.
Speak unto us flattery.
tickle our ears a little bit.
What they be saying? Talk
Look
to
to
me
your
nice.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Talk to me nice.
Slippery places.
Slippery place to fall.
Hey, in the church like Dita House got baby oil everywhere.
Yeah. They slipping and sliding everywhere. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Rick, hey, when you go into that word flattering on Google, it say enhancing someone's appearance. So, hey, giving them that motivational speech, lifting them up, instead of doing what the conclusion of the whole matter is, instead of lifting the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shout, they go in there and get that motivational speech. Someone's going to get a blessing today. I know somebody in here struggling. Hey, somebody's going to get that financial blessing this week. And that's what they do, man.
I'm gonna back you up. You keep speaking. Of flattery is the act of giving excessive or insincere praise to someone.
Insincere.
Usually to gain their favor or to get someone something from them.
Hey, hey, lift them up, give them that feel-good motivational speech. And just like the brother Kabah say, hey, man, hey, pass that collection plate over there to the left again. Hey, they trying to get all that money, man. Speak to you good, make you feel good. You know what? Hey, shit, he deserve it, man. Let's tip him. That's pretty much what it is, man.
Money like, yo, I'm ready to pay you. Just flatter me.
Come on.
Entertain me.
I got my checkbook and my pen ready.
Hey, and the pastor flatter himself. It's 3 people here that's gonna give me $300 a piece. He be putting his hopes and wishes out there on the people.
So basically,
Flatter himself.
they're paying to get recognition. Because I remember being in church, and the pastor used to call out the ones that used to give the most. Like, don't nobody give like Sister Sharon. She give her last. She do this, that, and the third. And people are trying to outdo that.
Hey, come on.
They the church like the strip club. Every woo wah she do. Oh, here you go.
Right.
It's, Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and the reproofs of instruction means wisdom, are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, false doctrine, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. It's Christianity church. Flattery. They teach nothing but prosperity doctrine.
That's it.
That's flattery.
That's what. Because thinking if they told the truth. You mean I gotta pay my money and we're gonna be destroyed? You see that? That don't make, they can't teach the truth, so they have to continue to use flattery in order to keep the money. In order to keep the motor running. Put it down. Let's use that terminology. So they have to. There's no way they can bring truth into that because it'll destroy the whole thing, the whole setup that they got. All right. Somebody said, please up. I thought I heard somebody. Go ahead.
Job 17:4. For thou hast hid their heart from understanding. Therefore shalt thou not exalt them. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail.
So to speak flattery to somebody, that you might as well hate them. Like, you're not a friend of somebody if you don't tell them the truth. If you're just speaking flattery to them, you're just trying to deceive them and get something out of them.
That's lying, bearing false witness.
Right.
I read a post on Facebook. It says, if you want to help yourself, lie to people, because you know people want to hear a lot. Something like that. So like, like if you want to help yourself, lie to the people. But if you, it was something else. If you want to do something else, tell people the truth and something right. Like that.
John 8:44. And he said, even his son. So who establishing like the mother of the harlots, right? The father in the carnal realm would be Esau. They're the one that established the lies, and Jake fed off of that and spewing it out to each other. John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil. The lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. But because there was no truth in him, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. He is a liar and the father of it.
So in other words, being the father of lies, to be the father of death.
Father of those damn churches too.
Yeah. Father of the congregation, right? The scriptures say he's a subscriber and the forger of lies.
Yeah.
Man, he writes them down and creates them. Right? So the wicked were strayed from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yeah, one of them lies is Caesar Borgia.
Yeah, there we go.
And then our people ate that up and shared it with our family generations down the line.
Yeah, this is one of the major lies, one of the strongholds that we try to tear down from our people. Because the scriptures, now they'll read Revelations 1 and 13 all the way to 16 over and over again and still go back to that picture. And say that's their savior. All right, somebody got Proverbs 18 and 21.
It's Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Yeah, so they that love it, if you love them lies and vanity, you're gonna die. You're in the congregation of the dead.
You're gonna dead. You're gonna be DED.
Oh, you're gonna be unalive.
The Lord will help you finish with all your living.
All right, you're gonna be unalive. All right, so you gotta understand what does the truth bring forth? Life. All right, so the Lord. That's why Jacob was sent to build, and Esau was sent to destroy.
So if you speak death, lies, and vanity, you're going to eat the fruit of death, lies, and vanity. And it's going to be a bitter fruit that's going to cause you to perish. And if you eat the fruit and if you speak life, you're going to eat the fruit of life, an everlasting existence in the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, set up as a pillar of the community, pillar of the kingdom.
So while they look at us as a proverb and a reproach, they're actually the proverb and reproach because they don't have no understanding of the truth. Because the love of the truth is not in there. Somebody get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 2 and verse 13. Who lead the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked and they forward in their paths, to deliver the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the God of her youth and forgetteth the covenant of her power. For her house inclineth unto death and her paths unto the dead. So it's just self-explanatory, like the brother's going into. Any way outside of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua way is ultimately going to incline you to death, to destruction.
All right, somebody bring that 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11.
It's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11.
So remember, ye are of your father the devil. Go ahead.
And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth.
That's why Paul said, turn them over to Satan. Let Satan have his way with them. Go ahead.
But have pleasure in unrighteousness. But we are bound to give thanks always to Yahweh for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because Yahweh have from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the spirit and belief of the truth.
Belief of the truth. That's it. That's it. That is the life. He said the truth shall set you free from what? The bondage of darkness. All right? So that's just it, man. So
Set you free from the half-made man.
Half-made.
Created, fully created.
Two, 1/3.
Lord made him with his eyes closed. Didn't even have color to it.
Hey.
2/5 of them. 2/5 of them, man.
Armpit hair on top of his head.
Hey, so Esau is literally the 2/3. Because he's 2/3. They call that 3/5 of a man. He's 2/3 of a man. Ain't even completed.
You're like $50, half a man.
Half a man. All right, someone please up.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 19. The lips of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue but for a moment.
That's it. And for a short little moment, these lies gonna go out, because the lie can only last so long. Parents used to tell you about all the time. As soon as them lies gonna have to end, because you're gonna tell another lie to cover up that lie. Ultimately, it's gonna come to a stopping point where the truth is gonna be manifested and prevail. All right. 43.
This is Luke chapter 6, verse 43. For a good tree bringeth not forth corrupt fruit.
Right, you're gonna know them by their fruits, man. So if you're out here lying to the people, You ain't finna bring forth.
Yeah, look at these apple beds.
Ah, I got it.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. That's the bad trees.
Neither doeth a corrupt tree bringeth forth good fruit.
Right. So from the elder apostles on down, those are the good trees that bring forth good fruit. Go ahead.
Verse 44, for every tree is known by his own fruit. For of thorns men do not gather figs, nor of a bramble bush gather they grapes. A good man out of the treasure of his...
You can't go to an apple tree looking for oranges. Right? You can't. So you can't go to the wicked looking for the truth.
Yeah, you can't go to a thorny bush trying to get fruit from it.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 45, a good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil.
Right, and that's just it. The forgers of lies, they're going to keep lying until they be taken out of the way.
One more little bit.
Go ahead.
For of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh. So whatever is dwelling in the subconscious and conscious part of your brain that you're really, really desiring, that's what you're going to speak, and that's what your path is going to lead to. So if light is dwelling in your mind, and if you're truly trying to make a way to Yahweh, all right, that path is going to be towards Yahweh, and Yahweh is going to be a light on that path, so that way you can find your way in the darkness.
Right.
But if your heart is meditating on maliciousness, the hip hop, black culture, sports, or entertainment, you trying to be one of those quote unquote idols, you're going to be led down a path of darkness and utterly perish.
Luke 6:39. And he spake a parable unto them. Can the blind lead the blind? Shall they not both fall into the ditch?
And that's what we witness it happening. That for this cause the Lord shall give them strong delusion that they should believe a lie and receive not the love of the truth, man. The Lord is allowing them to believe that lie.
Yep, they're going to be led into the ditch by Esau.
By Esau.
And these false philosophies that they're continuing. The lies that they continue to push.
These, the wicked. Yep. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked for the same purpose.
Yeah, one more.
Go ahead.
Now this is Matthew chapter 6, and verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So if you're carnally minded, you're going to get a carnal judgment. But if you're spiritually minded, you're going to be led by the Spirit of Yahweh by Shai to salvation and righteousness.
That's the beautiful part about it, to be led according to righteousness. No matter how you're looked at or frowned upon on this earth, just know that the Lord is leading you on the righteous path, man, and he's preserving you to salvation all the way to the end, while he's going to bring judgment on all these other people. But just take a hold on to that. Just be, not everybody's going to accept the light, but just be thankful that you have it, that we have it. And then for those that are willing to hear, hey, be grateful for them too. Rejoice on ourselves for coming into the light and those that are meant to come with us. Any more precepts?
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope. The hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why do he yet hope for it? But we hope for that which we see not, then we do with patience wait for it. The 2/3 of our people, these heathens, they have their reward. They got the money, cars, clothes, females, everything they want. But they got judgment coming. They don't see that. We are waiting patiently on salvation, eternal life, a new kingdom. And we're putting in work to show ourselves worthy of that.
And you know what? The crazy part about it, some of the 2/3 don't even have that.
They don't even have women. They got harlots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But some of them don't even have money. You got a lot of these people sitting in these churches that'll give their last and be about to be evicted. And still waiting on hope.
Anything that's going to save them.
False hope.
Yeah, in a room full of perfume.
Yeah.
That's all it smells like in there. Bad Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Mud and musk. On the deacon.
Egyptian musk.
Egyptian musk.
The
worst kind.
That's the worst. All right.
Egyptian.
Any more precepts?
Heathen musk.
This is 1 John 3 and verse 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us,
that we should be called the sons of Yahweh. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. And my point, I just want to bring out what love it is that the Yahweh Shema Shai has opened our eyes and ears to this truth and gave it to us, you know. So we don't worry about how the 2/3 ain't gonna make it. We just gonna dwell on how the 1/3 make it to the kingdom.
Right.
Yeah, just focus on the elect. That's what he told Ezra. Don't worry about the judgment I got set for the wicked. Don't worry about that. You got Ezra. Why you keep inquiring about that? Don't worry about it. I got him. So the Lord got him. So we just got to be thankful that he got us in a different way. You know, he ain't got us like he got them. You know, it sucks to be them.
I know I got them, but no, I got y'all.
Yeah.
I got you.
Right, yeah.
Matter of fact, Lord said, go stand over here real quick. I got to handle something real quick. Go ahead.
1 Peter 1:17. And if ye call on the Father, even if you're in this truth, who without respect of persons judgeth according to every man's work, pass the time of your sojourning here in fear. So we should be in fear too.
Yep.
That is it. Straight like that.
Straight like that. Because like we said, we're still the hopeful elect.
Yeah, we hope.
We hoping.
We ain't on the shit.
We ain't on the chariot yet. Hey, it says even when we get in the chariot, we still gonna be scared for a little.
Like, I made it. I'm here.
I'm gonna wait. Hold on, I ain't drinking.
Real?
Psalms 2:11. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling.
And that'll keep you away from being prideful and arrogant and boast against the branches. That'll keep you in a gracious, a righteous state of mind, being grateful to wake up every morning and still have your mind intact with the truth.
And it'll keep you from running to the sea. It'll keep you from running down to Egypt for help. It'll keep you, if you're in the midst of a crowd of people, they'll be like, oh, yo, something going on over here. Somebody fighting. You be like, all right, that's cool. I'm going to go chill by the river and read my book.
It'll also keep you from crossing Yahweh while Yahweh Shai as well.
James 2:18. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Yeah, you got a lot of people saying they got faith in the Lord, but not willing to get out here and do the work.
That he said it.
That he said.
Enter ye into the straight gate.
An
example that he laid out for us. Yea, thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble.
Right.
But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? So that's what makes the separation. Because we're going to be in fear and trembling with the Lord, just like the devils and the demons do. But guess what? The difference is the work. The work that the demons do and the devils and the wicked versus the work that we're sent here to do. That's what makes us different than just trembling in fear.
All right, that's the conclusion of our lesson. We're going to get out of here because the weather looking like it's getting bad. It might be pump faking, but, you know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to serve His purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. And right now, we're going to give all glory and praise to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit of truth in their proper name. We'll say, Kal, Alayim, La, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma. Double honor to the elder apostles of the great millstone, and double honor to our elder as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity of truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Hey, that cloud right there, like one of them red skin heads.